Welcome to Keeping Communication Top of Mind, where each episode we focus on one small habit that has lasting impact on how you speak, connect, and lead. I'm Marie Strauss. I'm the founder of I Speak Clearly, and I'm glad you're here. Our topic today is Calm the Nerves, Command the Room. Today we're focusing on 3 speaking strategies that shape how you sound when you are speaking. Your voice, your nerves, your breath. By the end of today's session, you're going to have a strategy to manage these 3 skills for yourself so that you're ready to speak in any situation you find yourself and command the room. So let me ask you something. Have you ever found yourself in a meeting or presentation and felt ready to talk, but then when it was your turn, all of a sudden your heart starts racing, your breath gets tight, your throat may get dry, and you forget the words? Yes or no in the chat. Has that ever happened to you? Yes, I see some yes. Yes. A familiar feeling. I put a yes there too. So you're not alone. And it's important to remember that the nerves are not the problem. In fact, a little bit of nervousness actually is helpful because it gives you energy and focus. The issue becomes when the nerves take control and you're unable to manage them. And that's what we're going to be talking about here today. I have 3 letters that I'm going to share with you. A, B, S. And they make up the strategy of how you can manage your nerves and your speaking to create that voice that will command the room. And the fact that they spell out ABS is no coincidence, as you'll see later. A stands for aware, because you can't modify or change something unless you're first aware of it. So let's start here. When you start to get nervous, where do you feel it first? Type in the chat where you feel your nerves. Is it in your chest, your throat, your stomach? Those butterflies are real. Your thoughts running rampant in your mind. I see thoughts, heart rate every day. Okay, nice. Thank you for sharing. Yes. And what's happening in your body right now? I'd like to think because you're here with me, you're calm and not nervous, but you never know. Awareness interrupts the nervousness. It interrupts the autopilot that your body puts when the nerves start to act up because something is important. It's a signal, and it elicits that stress response, letting you know that something is important. And by being aware of it, you can take control and manage that. So let's simulate the feeling of some of that tension. What I'd like to ask you to do while you're sitting in your seat is tighten up your toes. Scrunch up the toes in your shoes as tight as you can, and we'll hold it for 5 seconds. Now release. Let's try with the hands, the fists. Tighten those fists. Hold them. Release. Now try it with the face. Clench your jaw and purse your lips. Release. Okay. A shake of a head, a nod. Which felt better? Did the tightening and tension feel good? Yes or no? No. I say no. Do you like the tightening or the tension? Okay. And mostly no's. What about the release? Was that a feeling that what you preferred? Yes or no? Okay. So being aware that that tension, whatever it is for you, is coming along, lets you know that it's time to manage it. And that's where we come to our second letter, B, for breathe. Diaphragmatic breathing is deep abdominal breathing, hence the correlation with our ABS strategy. It directly activates the parasympathetic nervous system and lowers your blood pressure, your heart rate, and releases tension. We're going to breathe together to see how it feels. If you sit in your seat in a confident speaking posture, elongate your spine, shoulders back, chin up, eyes on the camera, or if you prefer, close your eyes. And we're going to take and put your hands gently on your stomach, your abdomen, or your belly, as this type of breathing is often called belly breath. I'm going to take a slow, deep breath in through your nose. Exhale through the mouth. Again, inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. One more time. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. How does that feel when you pause to take some deep breaths? Type one word in the chat. Relaxing. Thank you. Yeah. Calming. Diaphragmatic breathing is one of the most effective ways to reduce stress and nervousness. And it's a relaxation technique that you always have with you. You can use it anywhere, and it's invisible to the people that you're with. So if you're sitting at a table, a boardroom table at a meeting, and you're starting to feel those butterflies in your stomach, you can take a few diaphragmatic breaths and calm your nerves, and no one knows the difference. Versus if you ever watched athletes getting ready to perform in an Olympic event or any event, sometimes they put earphones in their ears to listen to some music because that can be calming as well. But everybody knows that you're using those. Versus in a meeting or a high stakes presentation, you want to be able to manage those nerves in your own time. And the breath may be underrated because we use it to sustain our life. It's a very important function of our bodies. Now we know it can help us with our relaxation. And another aspect of our voice that is very crucial to speaking, it is the fuel for our voice. A strong, full breath is what gives our voice clear clarity, energy, and it attracts the listener versus a voice that is riddled with nervousness and not supported by your breath. And that is the B in our A.B.S. So let's try together a sentence. First, I'll ask you to say it with your abdomen tight, your throat tight, and fast, because sometimes when we get nervous, we also speak really, really quickly. And so try saying, good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. Say it out loud in your space. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. Okay, and think about how that felt and sounded. Now let's take a slow abdominal breath, breathing in, exhale, and feel more grounded. Now try that same sentence in a calmer, sustained by your breath manner. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. Okay. Did you feel a difference? Yes or no? Why, you could type Y or N in the chat or shake your head. Yes. Okay. Which felt better, the rushed, tight speaking or the calm, controlled speaking? I see some shaking of the heads, the calm, controlled speaking. Okay. And that also sounds more confident to your listener and more attractive to your listener. They don't want to feel the nervousness that you're experiencing. So, putting your nerves in control is also a helpful speaker tool for your listeners. Okay. So now we have our A, awareness, B, breath, and S for speak. Well, we actually did speak. That we just used that breath for speaking, the S. So think about this. Do you have an important speaking event that's coming up? A meeting, a presentation, a networking event with people that you've never met? Invite you to put your abs to work prior to that meeting. Think about being aware of what your body is telling you. And if the nerves are coming in, breathe to calm the nerves, and breathe also to prepare your voice for that loud, confident sound that is going to attract your listeners to you. The next time your nerves show up, work out your abs and show the confidence that you want to convey to your audience and your listener. Thank you for spending your time here today with me. I hope you have a strategy now that you can use to calm your nerves and command the room next time you find yourself in a situation where your confidence matters and your success in that room is important to you. One habit, one practice, real impact. I look forward to seeing you at the next Keeping Communication Top of Mind. Smiles.